I hate doing videos like this because in this day and age of a plethora of people who've been brainwashed into glorifying emotion over facts and fantasy over reality, content like this is seen as a heartless attack on a veritable saint of God who should be upheld as a hero instead of revealed as an enemy of the people. First, this CNN video entitled "Widow Responds to Trump's Attacks and Gets Standing Ovation," Maya Rockeymoore Cummings, the widow of late Representative Elijah Cummings, is giving a speech during her late husband's funeral. As of the recording of this video, in less than 24 hours, it's managed to accumulate more than 1.1 million views with an outstanding like to dislike ratio, and you'd be hard-pressed to find many negative comments at all. Somehow, during funerals, people find it easy to turn off the switch of logic and give themselves over to the emotion of the moment. Yeah, it's definitely sad when people die. But when you attempt to forego the truth in favor of unbridled emotions, things can go bad very, very quickly. If a lie can make its way around the world before the truth has a chance to get its pants on, then we can't afford to place truth in suspended animation for 1 second. And in spite of Maya's eloquence, dynamite, and energetic articulation and cheerful attitude in the midst of what I'm sure is a trying time for her, facts will still never care about your feelings no matter how much you try to suppress it. Let's just go through some short clips and we'll get to why Cummings was an enemy of freedom.
Nancy Pelosi, thank you. He considers you his mentor.
If Nancy Pelosi is your mentor, then according to all we know about the anti-freedom actions of this woman, that's nothing short of a walk on the dark side and speaks to the character of the one who would submit themselves to her mentorship.
President Obama, he was so proud. He was so proud to stand with you and for you early, to be your co-chair here in the state of Maryland, to serve as your chief defense attorney on the House Oversight Committee, and to make sure that you and your administration were all right. But you didn't have any challenges like we got going on now.
Saying anything positive about this guy is an automatic abandonment of liberty and the ideals upon which this nation is supposed to stand for. This is the Nobel Prize winning drone king, the guy who sunk us into more transgenerational debt slavery than all of the presidents in the previous 200 years combined. And his anti-liberty actions go on and on.
So his job became harder over time. That being said, President Clinton, he was absolutely honored to be your friend. He counted you amongst his friend.
If you're honored to be the friend of a massive number of known pedophiles, the friend of a man whose career has left a massive amount of dead people, including over 500,000 Iraqi children, then that should tell you something about the guy they're trying to make into a hero here.
When he invited you, you showed up. One of the proudest moments of his life when you came right here to New Psalmist Baptist Church and worshiped with us.
How would you like to have Slick Willie raising his hands and closing his eyes right next to you, worshiping as you worship? How cemented would you have to be in your disregard for truth and righteousness to do something like that?
We thank you so much. Secretary Clinton, oh my goodness. He spent many an hour defending you against spurious claims.
How'd you like that on your tombstone? Here lies a man or woman who defended Hillary Clinton. What a legacy. Enough said on that. Now let's just look at one thing regarding Elijah Cummings, this so-called champion of the people. In regard to the Second Amendment, which is basically an acknowledgement of the natural fact that you and I have the right to protect ourselves by any means necessary with any tool we want, any time we want, and in any way that we want without infringement. What did Mr. Cummings think about that? He voted no on prohibiting product misuse laws on gun manufacturers, and he voted no on prohibiting suing gun makers and sellers for gun misuse. Basically, he wanted gun manufacturers to be held responsible and liable if somebody else misused their product, which is off the hook anti-freedom. He voted no on decreasing gun waiting periods from 3 days to 1. Basically, you want a gun? Well, you're going to have to wait, single mom. You're going to have to wait, elderly person. You're on your own. No personal protective device for you unless I, Elijah Cummings, say so. That's BS infringement. He wanted to close the gun show loophole and restrict show sales. He wanted to ban large capacity magazines. He wanted stricter regulation on gun show firearm sales. And he wanted to repeal stand your ground laws. This all spells that he hated freedom and wanted to take the freedoms of peaceful people who wanted to defend themselves. This, along with many other things, make this guy, according to the standard of the Constitution, which he swore to uphold, an enemy of the people. Period. Everything else is platitudes. It's fantasy, magic pixie dust, unicorns and lies. Facts still don't care about your feelings, even at a funeral. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. Before you go, check out our new shirt designs in the shirt store. Here's the Beta Hates America design. Hell no, you're not taking my AR-15. And nobody needs an AR-15. Well, nobody needs a whiny little bitch either. And yet, here you are. And against all enemies, Democrat and Republican. There are over 90 other kick-ass designs in the store and the links in the description. Your purchase supports the message of freedom on this channel. If you get something out of this content, help me beat YouTube's censorship algorithms by liking and sharing this video. And while you're here, why not watch a couple more of my videos? Until next time, stand firm, stay vigilant, and for the sake of all that is right and good, stop giving your rights away to tyrannical psychopaths who want to destroy this country.